Let's call to order the November 18th, 2024 Board of Education meeting. The first item on the agenda is the approval of the agenda. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Or a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Second item on the agenda is the approval of the minutes of the October 28th, 2024 meeting. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right.
Board members, this is our recognition period, as you know, and my favorite time of any meeting, because we get to recognize our students. And today is a great accomplishment, really, for 23 of our students at high school. These are our National Merit semifinalists. And Oliver, Blair is nearby. There's Blair over there. Okay. Blair, we'll share a little bit about National Merit semifinalist process, how we get there.
Sure. So our National Merit semifinalists are the top 1% of our nation. And that is incredibly exciting. We have 23 from Vestavia Hills High School this year. It is the most in the state of Alabama and the most at our school in a really long time. But as I was sharing with them at the beginning of the year, these are a group of students who demonstrate stellar academic excellence as demonstrated on the PSAT, which is the National Merit semifinalist qualifying test. These are also students of character. They're leaders in our school in a variety of activities, athletics, arts, extracurriculars, leadership, student government, all across the board. They're incredible students and represent the very best of Vestavia Hills High School, the state of Alabama, and our nation at large. So we're very proud of them.
Yeah, I believe most since 2006 in our
Yes.
system. So this is fantastic. So I want you to meet all of them. This is maybe, why don't we do this, because it's kind of a large crowd. I'd like for you to introduce yourself to them. So maybe we'll just do a row at a time, and then we'll get everybody up here for a picture. Parents, if that's okay, because we got a lot of moms and dads in the room. Okay, so let's do that. We'll start here and work our way down.
Hi, my name is
Okay, and when you tell them, okay, also tell them what you're thinking about post-high school, college or major, anything like that you can share. Okay?
My name is Ashton Abdullah. Hopefully I plan to go to Alabama and then to med school at UAB. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Logan Holly. Not really set on what college I'm going to, but I'm probably going to do engineering.
Great.
Hi, my name is Logan Gregory. I'm most likely going to Bama, majoring in data science.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ethan. I haven't decided on an undergraduate college yet, but after that, I plan to go on to law school.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Alec Tajay. I plan on majoring in electrical engineering and going to be a physician.
Hi, my name is Kiwan, and I'll go wherever accepts me. And I'm planning on majoring in applied math.
Applied biology.
Applied math.
Applied math.
Hi, my name is John Pickett, and I'm decided on college. I'm planning on studying history.
Hello, my name is Parker Liu. I haven't really decided where I want to go to college yet, but I want to major biology and then go into med school.
Hello, I'm Tim Lee. I don't know about what college I want to go to, but I'm going to major in applied mathematics.
Hello, my name is Brian Zane. I'm also undecided on my college, but I plan to major in aerospace engineering.
My name is Deshaun Singh. I'm not sure where I want to go to, but I'm going to do neuroscience and probably go to the next bucket.
Hello, my name is Terrence, and I plan to go to mechanical engineering.
Hi, my name is Sean Gard. I'm undecided about my college, but I'm planning to pursue a career in biomedical engineering.
Great.
I'm Jack Cobb. I plan to pursue either mechanical engineering at either Duke or Auburn.
Okay, Mr. Kaiser.
Hi, I'm Chase Kaiser. I plan on attending Auburn University to major in aerospace engineering.
Hey, I'm Levi Green. I'm going to either Baylor or Notre Dame for psychology.
Hi, I'm Kendall Field, and I'm going to go to the University of Richmond and study biochemistry and microbiology. Hi, my name is Allison Shear. I'm not sure where I'm going to college yet, but I'd like to major in business and public policy.
All right. Got everybody?
Hi, I'm Juju
All right.
Wang, and I plan on majoring in chemical engineering.
Say your name again.
Juju Wang.
Nice to meet you. And chemical engineering. Awesome. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Maddie Crawford. I'm unsure where I'm going, but I plan on doing engineering.
Engineering. Okay. I would imagine they all can probably choose where they want to go. I'm guessing so. Any school will be really fortunate to have a fine group of representatives. Before I get them up here for a picture, any comments you guys want to make?
Were y'all freshmen when COVID hit? Eighth grade. Seventh grade.
Seventh when it
All right.
hit.
So here y'all are, looking at graduation, and I just, that's a credit to you guys, because that's where the foundation of all this was starting, right? And so a lot of y'all were taking languages that applied, advanced math, that y'all had to take to get to the point where y'all are. And so that's a credit to you guys for going through some challenging times and sticking with it, and not letting that be an obstacle and still accomplish your goals. So just proud of each and every one of you, and you are truly a credit to our community, and just wish y'all best of luck in the future.
I just want to echo all of that. It's impressive what you've already accomplished. I think it'll be even more impressive what you accomplish in the future. You just had a really great foundation. And I love to hear the variety of majors and plans, from public policy to engineering to medicine to applied mathematics, which as a former math major is near and dear to my heart. So love to hear that, and really appreciate all, not just the hard work that y'all put in, but all the work that your teachers put in to help you get here. So thank y'all.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Mom and Dad get the photos. JP, you know you're up here. You know what? Thank you. Yeah. Right.
I can see your eyes, Jack.
Just say, John, that needs to be big on Vestavia waterfront.
That's right.
Let's give them a round. I'd love for you to stay, but I know you gotta dive into your schoolwork.
Careful. She's running in a front.
All right, so members, we'll move into our financial statement now.
Nothing can clear the room like your financial statements. Now, good afternoon, board members. I provided the October 31, 2024 financial statements and check register for your review.
As of October 31, we have collected 1.8% of our budgeted ad valorem tax revenues compared to the 2.6% we received last year at this date. In October, we earned $96,000 in interest income on our investment and treasury suite. We are about to enter into our lowest cash balance months until our ad valorem tax revenues come in January. So this interest income is going to be a little lower than it has been in the previous months. Our total expenditures and transfers out in the general fund as of October 31 were 8.6% of the budget compared to 9.1% last year. All things being equal, we should be at 8.3% of our budget in the first month of the fiscal year. We're a little above that due to our annual payments for property, general liability, and auto insurance that were made in October. Our monthly financial statements and check registers are available for viewing on our website upon board approval, and all bank accounts have been reconciled as of October 31, 2024.
Thank you. Board members, I recommend approval of financial statement for October 2024.
You've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the financial statement for October 2024. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye. Item 6, I recommend the board approve consent items, which include disposal of property, and you can see that that is largely technology, field trips, in-state overnight, out-of-state overnight, and these are largely academic competitions and art competitions.
You've heard the superintendent's recommendation for the disposal of property as well as the overnight and the in-state field trips. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
On to business, item 8, I recommend the board approve principal contract for Lori Belsky for Vestavia Hills Elementary, Dolly Ridge.
You've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the principal contract for Lori Belsky at Vestavia Hills Elementary, Dolly Ridge. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Board members, I'll make a comment with regards to this process. This is something we do generally with our principal processes. We go through an advertisement period. I solicit feedback, advice from the faculty. That's always an important part of the process. Once we have that, we put together a committee that consists of district administrators, school principal, teachers from the school, parents from the school as well. And this committee, I think, we're 10 members. They do an interview process, and once that's completed, they provide to me that information. I generally take it from there and do any subsequent interviews necessary before bringing to you a recommendation. And so Ms. Belsky has served as assistant principal at Dolly Ridge since it opened, and Central for a few years prior to that. She's been an elementary teacher and certainly invested in the school and committed to its work. And so I'll bring that recommendation to you tonight.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Congratulations, Ms. Belsky. Item B, recommend the board approve amendment to the energy service company contract with Schneider Electric.
You've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the amendment to the energy service company contract with Schneider Electric. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Board members, I want to introduce you. I think most of you met Todd Smith before, and Kyle Keith are with us from Schneider Electric on the second row here, and have been doing projects with us for the last several years, beginning really around the COVID period. We started designing projects, and to date, we've completed about $10 million or so of projects. In this next round, I want them to talk with you about what it consists of, and then I'll talk to you a little bit about the fund sources. All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you. Good to be here again. So this next round that we're looking at, the word that comes to mind is resourcefulness, because I feel like every available dollar that we can possibly get together to make impacts in your school system is what we're trying to do. So the latest round of state funding is going to be one source of funds that's coming towards this, and then we went and applied for additional funding with the Lieutenant Governor's Grant to try and fund another portion of this project. And then we actually have a tax rebate that we're pursuing on your behalf on the previous scopes of work that we'll talk a little bit about in a minute. But the biggest items that we're gonna accomplish with this phase of work are gonna be taking the centralized building automation system that we've done at the high school and expanding that across other campuses. And so that's gonna drive a lot of operational efficiency as well as help Mr. Blue and the maintenance staff increase the already amazing job that they're doing, but it'll give them more tools and insights into comfort within the classrooms and help them dispatch their teams more effectively. We'll also be upgrading the remainder of the water fixtures throughout the campuses to make sure that you're as efficient as possible. Whether that's sinks or flush valves or different things to make sure that you kind of have the lowest flow technology out there. And then building envelope will also be addressed across most of the remaining campuses. So sealing off doors and windows and gaps within soffits, insulation, those sorts of things to make sure you're keeping that conditioned and heated air in the schools so you can be comfortable. And then I'd say probably the most exciting item, which really didn't come to the table until we started pursuing this tax rebate, is the sports lighting at the high school football field. And it is desperately needed. If any of you have spent any time at those football games, you've seen the old poles and the condition that they're in. And so we're very confident about this new solution of bringing the new poles as well as the new lights, which is going to upgrade y'all to the latest LED technology. It's also going to have kind of the showpiece to it that's going to be the flashing lighting with the color dynamics, which is going to be pretty exciting for the community. You may have seen it in other places, but I think it's going to be a really neat feature that we're going to be proud to be able to be part of and implement. And really the main reason that we're able to do that right now is this tax rebate. When we looked at the money that y'all had already spent through the previous construction projects, there's a legislation called 179D that used to allow private corporations to get tax credits on investments they made for efficiency. But with the Inflation Reduction Act, that opened that up to public entities. The challenge is that y'all don't pay taxes, so you have to have a conduit, which we're willing to offer to y'all and return back to you. And our initial estimates for the school system were somewhere between $700,000 and $940,000 that we were going to be able to return back to the school system. We brought a third-party accounting firm out, and they audited all the facilities and the work that we've already done, and they came back at $1,094,000 to deliver back to the school system. And so that opened up a lot of possibilities, helped offset a little bit of the grant match for the Lieutenant Governor's Fund. So we're really excited about this. This will be one of the largest 179D allocations that we've been able to secure across the nation. So it's really exciting, and we're happy to do it right here in our kind of home footprint. So
yeah. The only thing I would add is just from a holistic view of the plan and our various phases to date and kind of where we're headed in the future is you guys have made substantial progress with this. I think during our initial look at the district several years back, we were trying to look at obviously different ways that we can improve efficiency, but also looking at overall infrastructure and deferred maintenance. And as Dr. Freeman alluded to, we're roughly $10 million of the way into that plan, but specifically looking at this from a funding source, this phase in particular is going to save between $230,000 and $245,000 a year. So in total now across the three phases that we've done to date, we're looking at almost a $900,000 a year impact purely in operational cost reductions compared to what the district was utilizing before. So in terms of funding source going forward and the ability to start tackling some of the HVAC and other deferred maintenance that's needed down the line, I think you guys have done a good job to set yourselves up for that. So,
and we have really two very large projects left we don't have funding for, right? So maybe talk just a little bit about those, what's still going to be remaining after we do this.
Sure. So a few of the projects that we've done to date have involved HVAC, but it was more replacement from a one-to-one change out perspective. As far as the next big one that's needed is going to be Dolly Ridge for one. That's more of a redesign effort because we're approaching it. We want to address major comfort issues that are out there. If you're going to invest in a solution, what's going to be there to stay? So Dolly Ridge will be one, and then east, I believe.
West.
Sorry, west. We did east and west. So those will be a couple pretty significant ones. But outside of that, we'll just begin to look at annual renewal of what all is left because roughly half the units across the district were 20, 25, 30 years old. So we're looking at a way of how can they be phased in over the next few years to get ahead of that.
So strategically, things across the system, all of the schools, we're essentially buttoning up with this job, lighting, automation, building installation, water, et cetera. So we cover all the schools with the dollars to date. This rebate money that came in, maybe just a little over $1 million, there was a lot of consideration around what projects remain that we could actually do. But what does this Dolly Ridge and West cost? I mean, generally speaking, what is it going to cost?
Yeah, that's a great point, because the administration, they wanted to be very responsible with the dollars that they had. So we said, well, if we could get an additional dollar amount, is there something else that we could do? Dolly Ridge, the original estimate on it was over $5 million, because it involves a new roof as well as a complete new HVAC and electrical system. So that was kind of out of the question. And similar at East, because I believe you have the old boiler system there and you're looking at a VRF conversion and everything. So it's too much to do with that rebate. And so that's why we decided to finish out the lighting, the building envelope, the water. Those are big impact fiscally annually. That's what you're going to have, almost that $900,000 impact annually. So I think it was a great move for sure.
Questions? Thank you guys.
Okay, thank you.
We've got to vote on that. So all those in favor?
Thank you, guys. Item 3, I recommend the change order approval canopy project at Vestavia Hills Elementary, Dolly Ridge. And I'll note that this is a deductive change order of $4,403.56.
For the superintendent's recommendation to approve the change order on the canopy project at Dolly Ridge, do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item D, I recommend the board approve a change order for girls' locker room project at Vestavia Hills High School. This is also a deductive change order in the amount of $13,503.46.
For the superintendent's recommendation to approve the change order for the girls' locker room at the high school, do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item E, I recommend the board approve the facility use agreement with Sanford University for Vestavia Hills High School graduation.
You've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the facility use agreement with Sanford for the high school graduation. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. Item F, recommend the board approve career and technical education courses, specifically in broadcasting and computer science.
You've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the career and technical education courses. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Do I hear a second?
Second.
Larry, any comments you'll make on these additions?
Thank you. First of all, our students would thank you too. We're seeing continued growth in particular pathways in career and technical education, broadcasting, and computer science and engineering being chief among those. So the addition of courses to support the continuation of that pathway is always important, particularly as we roll into CCRI indicators, or our college and career readiness indicators, being a component of graduation beginning with next year's graduating class. So this is a big part of that. So thank you.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Very good. Item 8, I recommend the board approve the personnel items as submitted.
You've heard the superintendent's recommendation to approve the personnel items as submitted. Do I hear a motion?
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Last order of business is for you to hear a report on our instructional partners' work. And you'll remember, board members, this is something that we were able to add in the spring. We added STEM, you've heard from them. These are our instructional partners. And we have one dynamic group of folks, one at each of our schools. I wanted Dr. Randy to share with you what the work is, what it looks like they've been doing this year. Thank you, Dr. Randy. Take it away.
Well, good evening, board members. It is my joy and honor to stand before you this afternoon to share the incredible work of our instructional partners and to express my heartfelt gratitude for your unwavering support of this program. At this time, I would like for them to stand and introduce themselves and tell what school that they work for.
I'm Jamie Underwood, and I'm a parent and the instructional partner at Dolly Ridge Elementary School.
I'm Kira Aaron, and I am the instructional partner at Vestavia Hills High School freshman campus.
Amanda Ramey, Liberty Park Elementary.
I'm Shannon Stewart, the instructional partner at Vestavia Hills Elementary West.
I'm Brad Wagersbeck. I'm the instructional partner at my campus.
I am Ashley McCombs, and I am at Cahaba Heights Elementary.
I'm Carmen Sullivan, and I'm at East.
And we also have Michaela Spence, who could not be here tonight, and she's the instructional partner at the freshman, at this. And are we missing one more?
Chassis.
Chassis, yes, and Chassis is the instructional partner at Liberty Park Middle School. Yes, they could not be here with us tonight. So, as we're thinking about instructional partners, I have some little things up here. Have you ever looked at something that's small, something that seems insignificant, and thought, I wonder what this does? I wonder what this does. Well, as I was reflecting on how to describe the work that instructional partners do, I thought about the linchpin. It's just a small piece of hardware. It's easy to overlook, or even, you might toss it aside if you don't know its purpose. For those unfamiliar with what a linchpin is, it's this little thing, and it may seem insignificant, and it's small, it's unassuming, it's easy to overlook. But yet the importance cannot be overstated. It's the critical connection that holds a plow to a tractor or a trailer to a truck. It ensures that everything stays secure and functional. And so tonight, I want to introduce you to the linchpins of our district, our instructional partners. Their work may not always be the most visible, like the linchpin. People may not realize the importance, but I promise you their work is essential. They hold things together, they provide support, and they help ensure that our schools, our teachers, our students move forward smoothly and successfully. And tonight, I'm so excited to share their story and shine a light on the meaningful work that they do in our district and for the students that we serve. So as we think about this linchpin analogy, I want to describe some of the work that our instructional partners do for our schools and our teachers in our district. So I think it's important to understand the philosophy that grounds the work of the instructional partner. We use the Jim Knight principles, and these principles are the foundation of their work. And this work reflects our district's commitment to collaboration, respect, and shared growth. The IP spent many hours, not too long ago, in Kansas City at the Jim Knight Institute. They spent many hours attending the Institute. They received a stack of books that they actually had to learn and demonstrate, and they even had to practice what they were learning and have videos of themselves so that they could do self-reflection and critique with other people while there. It was very much like a mini college course. It was very rigorous and intensive. And so these ladies and this gentleman that you see here tonight, our instructional partners, our linchpins for the district, they have really committed themselves to going that distance of learning before they can leave. So when we think about these principles, they remind us that true collaboration happens when all voices are valued, when teachers are empowered to make choices about their own learning, and when open, honest dialogue becomes a pathway for professional growth. They don't tell teachers what to do. They stand alongside them, building capacity, solving problems, and supporting innovation in the classroom. And by doing so, they strengthen not just the individual teacher, but the entire learning community, ensuring that our students benefit from the very best instructional practices. Tonight, as I highlight their impact, I hope that you'll see that these principles are not just theoretical, but I hope that you will see that they're lived out every day by our instructional partners who are truly transforming teaching and learning in our schools. When we think about their work, I think one of the most important things for you to know about our instructional partners is that they're first and foremost colleagues. They are educators who were once excellent classroom teachers themselves and who understand firsthand both the joys and the challenges of the classroom. Education is deeply rewarding, but it's also incredibly demanding. And at times it can even be overwhelming. And teachers face high expectations, constant change, and the heavy responsibility of shaping young minds. And so that's why it is critical for our instructional partners to be colleagues first in this work. When we think about our district goals, our first goal is around making sure that students learn and demonstrate a profound understanding of the knowledge and skills consistent with the expectations of teachers and parents in the community, and to ensure that students find value and meaning in the work. And when we think about this goal, I think it's important to know how the instructional partners help us accomplish this. So our instructional partners, they collaborate with teachers to design lessons, and that helps the students deepen their understanding of core instruction. And they also provide teachers with strategies for differentiating instruction and ensuring that all students, regardless of their ability level, can access and succeed in the curriculum. And they learn more about data probably than they thought they would, but they have really been spending a lot of time with Dr. Bostic and learning how to interpret data, learning what it means, but more importantly, how to use it for actionable steps. And so by analyzing the student data, they're able to stand alongside teachers and their fellow instructional partners to help identify areas where additional support is needed and ensure that no student falls through the cracks. When we think about our second goal in our district and the leadership role they have in developing a common understanding and shared community support for confronting problems and challenges, when we think about the work that our instructional partners do, they foster collaboration. They bring teams of educators together and they solve problems and they share best practices. They serve as a bridge between district initiatives and classroom implementation, ensuring alignment and clarity of purpose. And through their partnerships, they build trust and relationships that strengthen the sense of community within schools, helping educators feel supported and tackling challenges. Going the wrong way. And finally, our third goal. When we think about our third goal and think about strengthening those management, leadership, and staffing systems, when we think about that, our instructional partners, they provide ongoing job-embedded professional development. And we already said that they're colleagues. They're there in the work every day, and so that professional development is relevant. They mentor new teachers and they offer guidance to experienced educators, and that helps contribute to staff retention and morale. And then their role also helps distribute leadership within schools, empowering teachers to take ownership of their own professional growth and classroom practices. Another key aspect of the instructional partner role is to address teacher stress. We know that educators face significant stress levels. And when we think about U.S. News and World Report or the RAND Corporation, some of the information they send out, we know that teachers face significant stress levels. And across the nation, they talk about the high levels of burnout for teachers. And so we're so proud in our district that we recognize this challenge, and our district's implemented several initiatives to support and honor our educators and our teachers. For many years now, we've had new teacher. We have teacher leader, the Sanford cohorts, but this year we've been very proud to be able to implement some new initiatives in our district to support our educators. And so some of these new programs, the mentorship program for our principals and assistant principals, and then the national board certification. We have a cohort this year that's supporting teachers who and guide them through providing a coach for them to be able to get their national board. And then tonight, what we're talking about is our instructional partners and their role in helping us to accomplish our third goal in the district. With our instructional partners, we have given them someone on the campus, teachers, someone to collaborate with, offering that personalized support to enhance their education practices in the classroom, and then just to be a colleague and a teammate to come alongside them and help them through the natural challenges that comes along with what we do in education. When we think about professional development or professional learning, I think this is really a key piece of what we wanted to be able to offer and provide with our instructional partners. So when we think about some of the different things that our instructional partners have really been able to be a part of and help us just give that extra lift to get the most impact from the things that we're doing, I thought it was important to highlight instructional rounds, learning walks, and just how we're utilizing the experts in the building. When we think about instructional rounds, that was a secondary grant. Some teachers wrote a grant for a group of secondary teachers and administrators to go to the different schools and do instructional rounds. And that's a very formal approach. And really, instructional rounds, this formal process was developed or inspired by the medical field's practice of clinical rounds. So it's very formal, a structured approach. But then we also have what we call learning walks. And our instructional partners are leading our learning walks at all 9 of our schools. And what's so great about that is that learning walks encourage a culture of openness and collaboration among teachers. And so they organize opportunities for our teachers to be able to get out of their classroom and observe their peers, which is very unique because most of the time teachers are in their classrooms and they don't have the opportunity to go and learn from their peers. But we are doing that at all 9 of our schools. And when you have teachers such as we do in Vestavia who are absolutely the best of the best, how tremendous is it to be able to go and see your peer versus going off to a conference somewhere or maybe hearing about something, but to go and learn from your peers. We have been so excited, and we're hearing really good things about the opportunity for learning walks. And that just gives us the opportunity to really tap into the experts in our buildings. Well, before I conclude tonight, I want to take a moment and recognize these incredible individuals who have embraced this new role in our district. They have embraced it with such grace and dedication because it really is something different. It's new. And so when you start a new initiative, it's never easy. And I just want to say that it requires laying a foundation, and the people that are chosen for this task really make the difference. And I could not, we as a district could not have chosen, I could not have dreamed for anybody more perfect for this position and to be the first in Vestavia than these people that we have sitting in the audience today. We are so blessed. They are not just excellent classroom teachers, but they are extraordinary human beings. They're knowledgeable and skilled, but yet they are humble and they're genuine. They approach their work with open hearts and a steadfast commitment to our teachers, to our students, and our community. I think that as I close tonight, I just want to say that you've not only established this role, but you've elevated it to even more than what we thought it could be. And for that, I know I'm deeply grateful. Thank you. I want to say how honored and proud I am to be a part of this important work. And I just, when you think about the work that they do, supporting our educators, lifting them up, providing them with the tools they need to thrive, and celebrating their incredible dedication is some of the most meaningful work we can do. And that's what having instructional partners has allowed us to do. And as a final thought, this isn't just about programs or positions. It's about people. It's about creating a culture where everyone feels valued, supported, and inspired to give their very best for our students. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be a part of this journey, and I look forward to continuing this work together with all of you for the benefit of our schools, our educators, and most importantly, our children. On behalf of our district and the entire community, thank you for being who you are and for the work you do every day to make a difference. Thank you. And now this has just a very short video of what they have been working on this year.
I just want to say, I want to thank all of our instructional partners. I was sitting there listening to this, and two things that I heard really struck me. One was, we already have great teachers, and yet our teachers are willing to listen to others to get better. And I was confirming with Dr. Freeman, but 8 of our 9 instructional partners are former classroom teachers in Vestavia. And it speaks so well of y'all that your peers are willing to listen to you. They know you. They were your colleagues for years, and they saw what you were doing and are willing to listen to you. I think about my profession. For someone I used to work with to come in and try to become an instructional partner, a peer teacher, you would have to have so much respect for that person to start changing how you did things based on somebody that was in your same position was doing it. And so I think it speaks really well of y'all that they're listening to you and how much respect that your peers have for you. So thank y'all for doing it. I think it's a really big addition to our program. So thank you. Great. Do we have anybody that was interested in making public comment tonight? With that.
I think it was a parent that came from National Honor Society.
Okay.
That signed in by mistake.
Okay. So seeing none, I will entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? We're adjourned.